Alright, so today we're gonna do a death battle reaction to Shigaraki versus Mahito. Today we're gonna do a death battle reaction, Shigaraki versus Mahito. Jujutsu Kaisen versus My Hero Academia. Let's get into it real quick. It's been a while since I watched the death battle video, so. Alright, come on. Stop fucking with me. It's gonna be interesting how they
Shigaraki versus Mahito.
The symbol of fear versus the human disaster curse.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Shigaraki.
Tenko Shimura was just a
Shigaraki.
shy boy who loved
Because he got a
But
lot. I just feel like he
sometimes
got a lot more power. And I think we've seen the end of Mahito. At least I'm an anime only watcher, so I think we've seen the end of Mahito. So Mahito, whatever the fuck. Shit. Yeah, I think Shigaraki got this. I think he has more potential for more power.
The hand of fate can't abide, sweet shy boys.
Ruthlessly beaten and abused by his hero-hating
like
father,
the way this
Tenko
is.
pushed beyond his emotional limits until he activated
how
his
they put that
inherent
together.
superpower, or quirk.
It wasn't something
Let me
cool like
play
flight
Super
or
Smash
super
Bros.
strength. In his terror, he accidentally killed his whole family. Well, except for dear old dad. That one was intentional.
Tenko wandered the streets alone, silently begging for someone, anyone, to help him. If only a hero was there to save him. But instead, the only open hand he found belonged to the devil.
All for one. The greatest supervillain in history.
He took Tenko under his wing, feeding a hatred of everyone and everything, and grooming him to one day lead his League of Villains in destroying hero society.
With that came a new name, Tomura Shigaraki, and an absolutely nightmarish quirk, Decay. It does what it says on the
like
tin.
his shit, bro.
Anything Shiggy touches.
His shit goes way further than what Mahito. Like Mahito, he could transform the soul, but that nigga could decay anything, can't he?
Just with all five fingers turns to dust. The perfect power for someone who just wants to destroy. Pretty menacing, if not for that dorky ass costume. I get it, hands are his thing, but come on, they just look so dumb and fake.
Oh, those aren't prosthetics. Those are real hands from his family that he killed, attached to his face, and explicitly commanded to be left there by his mentor so that he would never forget his rage.
Okay.
While his use of decay started off relatively weak, it rapidly increased in power
is such
and
a
range
run
as
on My
Shigaraki
Hero,
came
bro.
into his own.
Decay isn't even limited to whatever
Learning
he's
about
touching.
him as
Anything that
a
touches
very
something
much
he's
like-
decaying also decays.
Spreading like an all-consuming miasma that can wipe out anything
That's
from
what
an
I'm saying, like,
enormous
they
tower
upgraded him
to an
and all that.
entire city.
If decay reaches you, your only hope is to isolate the body part that is disintegrating before it gets to something vital.
After years of training with the greatest supervillain of all
Low-key?
time, Shigaraki was
Didn't that happen to Toto and Jujutsu Kaisen too? Type shit.
finally put in charge of his
Alright,
own
what's up?
team with one mission. He must kill his master's rival, the #1 hero, All Might.
Only to fall flat on his face.
Shigaraki was a terrible leader, quick-tempered, short-sighted, and, well,
Cringe! Oh, he's just so cringe. He uses gamer lingo unironically. He whines like a baby when things don't go his way. He's the kind of guy who would say normie in real life, in front of normies.
but
Watching
they
this
say
blow up
defeat
is
is
crazy.
the greatest teacher of all. Only through struggle could Shigaraki manifest his dark conviction.
Right as All Might's new protege, Izuku Midoriya, was coming into his own as well.
These two rivals, the inheritors of their master's blood feud, would push themselves past their
That we
own
got a fight on here
limitations.
too. I'm probably gonna watch that
Especially when
shit.
All Might and All for One double KO'd each other, leaving Shigaraki to lead the League of Villains all by himself.
And with the stakes higher than ever before, Shigaraki stepped up. He personally battled the monstrous Gigantomachia for a month and a half straight, and conquered
yeah,
other
that
villain
shit was
organizations to create the Paranormal
And then he led
Liberation
them all
Front,
through the-
thousands of
through
new
that shit.
soldiers for his personal army.
All to impress All for One's
That nigga
personal
still like
quack,
back to
Dr. Ujiko. who spent months upgrading Shigaraki's body to make it more like his sensei's. It might have been
Back to
constant
Robotnik,
agony, but Shiggy went
Sonic
from
was already-
Chud to Chad.
Ujiko's experimentation vastly increased Shigaraki's strength, speed, and durability, enough to match and surpass even All
Bro,
Might's
this nigga's a
absurd
good
power.
villain,
Sharing
bro. I
All
think they
Might's
both.
power between them, Deku
Low-key
and
did a
Bakugo
good
were
villain,
able to
bro.
punch an island-sized hole in a cloud that reached 24 miles
They
into
low-key
the sky.
similar.
We've calculated that
That's why
before
this
to
battle
be
is
nearly
gonna-
80
okay, that's the
billion
battle I've
megatons of
seen.
TNT,
I mean, I've
almost
seen-
as much as
I've
the
seen the
meteor
pro-
that wiped
the
out the
thumbnail.
dinosaurs.
And Shigaraki can now move fast enough that his body produces hypersonic shockwaves and can even catch laser beams.
And he's tough enough to survive
Bro, I'm
Star
ready
and
for
Stripes
season 8.
Intercontinental Ballistic Cruise Punch.
Yes, it is.
Now the new name
I
for
don't
my
know if they
penis.
changing it.
Move over, gigantic Omega Storm. Anyway, it also made a blast so big it showed up against the curvature of the Earth.
Though he might seem invincible, when Shigaraki's body is pushed hard enough, he will evolve into a state of uncontrollable power.
So
Bro.
Decay became, oh shit, more hands.
Shigaraki can
mixed with,
spontaneously
Tetsuya.
generate flesh into existence.
Bro, this
seemingly
shit is- I
oceans
love
of
it
in an
when they do
instant,
shit like
whenever
that.
he
They just
wants.
throw,
He can
like,
even use it as a type of
homages
armor to defend
from
himself in
ocean.
close combat.
But that's nothing
So
compared to Ujiko's greatest gift. Shigaraki wanted to be the new All for One. So what better way than the old man's quirk?
All for One's quirk, All for One, allows its user to steal and store quirks with just a touch.
And All for One has hundreds of them stored up, collected over the years.
Each quirk is connected to a memory of its user's essence in the form of a spirit, a vestige.
Kinda like a piece of their soul. They exist in this kinda psychic world in Shigaraki's body, and can even act as a spiritual defense should it be invaded.
And with those vestiges came quirks like super fast healing, air blast, radio waves, flight, telekinesis, teleportation of
The way
others,
he
and the
uses
ability
his,
to track foes.
He can even
The way All
combine-
for One uses his powers in the fight. Oh my god! Spoiler. I mean, not really. I mean, he just has mastery of all his shit. Like, and the way he just combined his shit. That shit crazy.
multiple quirks together, like in this big-ass electric Kamehameha.
However, any vestige stolen or destroyed will also remove that quirk from Shigaraki's repertoire. They're also sentient, and some can even fight for control.
Which is when the second shoe finally dropped. Because Shigaraki also got All for One's when the second shoe finally dropped. Because Shigaraki also got All for One's vestige, that means All for One was now in possession of a shiny new body that he'd spent the last 15 years molding for him to take over.
Shigaraki's entire existence was planned from the beginning. Why? Because All Might's previous mentor was Nana Shimura, Tenko's grandmother.
Oh, that to mess with All Might. That is some next level hating right there.
He manipulated Shigaraki's entire life, all for one purpose: to create a soul so corrupted it would grind away at All Might's perfect world, allowing All for One to take full control.
But All for One's possession wasn't complete, and Shiggy managed to fight his way back to the top, literally decaying his way through vestiges in the process, all to fight his rival Deku one last time.
Despite Izuku's best efforts to save him, Shigaraki was too far gone. His spirit decayed by years of venomous hatred.
The new symbol of hope defeated the new symbol of fear, burying All for
The VIP treatment, receiving a 3%
Bro.
IRA match.
I hope the fuck they did
The
not
privileges
just
of
spoil
the
me,
very
bro.
privileged are no longer exclusive. With Robinhood Gold, your annual IRA contributions are boosted by 3%.
Plus, you also get 4% APY on your cash and non-retirement accounts. That's over 8 times the national savings average. The perks of the high net worth are now available for any network.
The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive your 3% boost on annual IRA contributions,
Bro, I
sign
don't
up at
know.
robinhood.com/gold.
What the
Investing involves
I hope
risk.
the fuck
To
they
remind
did
that
not just fuck.
Realistic tantrum was really
Little boy, he
good. In the process, all to the one
I don't
thing is
know. I don't know.
you can now
I don't
enjoy
know.
the
I don't know if
VIP
that was in
treatment,
the 7
receiving a
seasons
3%
that I watched,
IRA
but they
match
started
on
going off the
retirement
rails,
contributions.
bro. I don't
The
know.
High
I
net
mean,
worth
I
are now
figure
available for any network.
The
Shigaraki's
new
gonna be
gold
defeated.
standard
That's
is
what I'm
here
saying.
with
I wanna know
Robinhood
any
Gold.
ads.
To receive
I
your
wanna know
3%
what's
boost on
gonna
annual
happen.
IRA contributions, sign up at robinhood.com/gold.
Investing involves risk. Man's greatest fear has
Alright.
been his fellow
If they start
man.
spoiling on this,
But
I'm just
what
fast
if this
forwarding
fear
shit.
took on a life of its own?
What if all that negative emotion humans felt for one another
I hope.
spilled from their
I mean,
bodies
I don't
and
think I got spoiled on
congealed,
nothing that I didn't.
forming over time a
If they
living being
spoil, I
fueled
don't
by
know, like, I
malice,
zoned out
which
for a second,
believes
I
in
started
nothing
hearing
but the
shit.
law of the jungle.
Well, then you'd have the special grade curse with the patch face, Mahito. Oh, I've had people tell me I've become a human disaster curse when I've had too many mojitos.
Mahito is one of the deadliest beings to ever afflict mankind.
What
He's
the
no
fuck?
mere
How the
mortal,
fuck?
but
How
a
the fuck
cursed
is this?
spirit.
How
And
does he
immortal
even
spirits
know who
exist,
J.R.R.
weaker or
Tolkien
stronger
is?
depending on the amount of anxieties, jealousies, hatreds, and fears humans feel about them.
Like
Did
the
he
fear
read
of
this shit in the
locusts,
manga
kinda
or the
weak,
anime
or
at
the
some
fear of
point?
smallpox, getting stronger, or the fear of fire. Oh, goodbye, Tokyo.
So
What's
it
that
follows that
happening?
mankind's fear of itself would be extremely powerful. Those negative emotions manifest as Mahito,
This
a
nigga-
being
this nigga reading the
composed
Lord
of
of the Rings
cursed
or the
energy.
Hobbit.
It's basically like evil ki. Cursed energy can be used to make spirits way stronger, faster, and tougher than any normal human. And it's invisible, making curses like Mahito impossible for the untrained eye to see. Only a life or
I
death
cannot get over
situation
that. That
can
nigga is
galvanize
not
a
reading
normal
no
person
J.R.R.
to see a
Tolkien.
cursed spirit.
He
Also
probably
makes
probably
cursed spirits virtually immune
watched
to
the
physical
movie,
damage.
but it's like-
They may be physically present in space, but can
Is that
only be harmed by
J.R.R.
attacks that embody spirit matter
Tolkien
like cursed energy.
fan?
Which
Is that a
makes
Lord of
curses
the Rings
insanely
trilogy?
hard to
Peter
get rid of,
Jackson
like
fan
ghosts,
type shit.
cockroaches,
I'm
or my ex.
stuck on
That's
that,
why
bro.
you need a
They bring that
jujutsu
back
sorcerer
real
to
quick.
come
How
in
the
and
fuck? That's just
kaizen
a
the
random
shit out of
no.
them. They call it exorcism, but I like the way I said it better.
Curses and sorcerers
Sorcerer
have
bad.
battled each other for millennia,
Kaizen
waging an
also
endless
means getting
war
better,
over the
though.
fate of humanity. Almost exclusively in
sorcerer
Japan, though,
battles
for some reason.
But Mahito was special. You see, most curses are basically dumb animals. But Mahito has so much cursed energy that it gave him sentience.
So he was recruited by Kenjaku alongside other special grade disaster curses to wreak havoc upon the world. In fact, they made Mahito their leader.
And even more frightening than intelligence and bloodlust.
Wait, what the
Mahito
fuck?
possess- Most curses are basically dumb animals. But Mahito has so much cursed energy that it gave him sentience.
So he was recruited by Kenjaku alongside other special grade disaster curses to wreak havoc upon the world.
No, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Who the fuck is
You
Kenjaku?
can't
Alright,
even
come
kill
on.
them. Literally anything he wants, like Play-Doh. He
What
can
the
turn
dude-
his limbs into
I don't
blades
know.
or
Did they
clubs,
say
grow
anything
wings
about
like
that
a bird or
ring,
fins like
bro?
a fish,
Come
reform
on.
his body
Come
around
on.
injuries, or
Bro,
even
stop treating
create
this shit like comic
clones.
books.
Curse users are naturally
Comic
unharmed by
books,
their
you
own
can,
ability. Should he
comic
touch
books,
a human?
you can spoil all that shit, and nobody gives a fuck, because it's so many universes. This is a continuous, it's a story. It's a story, my nigga. I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm smart or nothing. That shit is a story, bro. Stop spoiling shit that they haven't shown in the anime. You feel me? Bro. I'm gonna forget most of this shit until if I watch this video again. I won't. Oh fuck.
Human, though, his alterations to their body
Oh,
are
fuck
instantly
on. You know
fatal.
what?
And since he,
And sword
this hurt
is moving.
more hands.
It's called the self
Goody little two ability
face of defile
for 8
No,
of innocent
none of
people.
that shit.
soul.
Hurry up. Show
Death
me
metal
how they-
content,
show me
like
this
extra
battle.
videos, live
Show me
possibilities.
Show me how they
It's
get down. Show
time
me this
for
squabble.
a death.
Alright. Squabble that. Come on, you. That felt like it was a shit. Yep. Alright.
I'd heard of a powerful villain stalking these parts. My organization is going to tear this putrid world down around us. We could use a freak of your talents.
Little old me. Do I want to be king of the social rejects? How about I bring them your head instead?
Fine by me. Let's call this your audition. Sickum.
Still think Shigaraki fucking is about that. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Game over.
Don't worry, bro. I'm gone.
Did you actually just say that?
gotta see his finger for the rest of my life. That was disgusting.
Audition over. Did I get the part?
Decay. Nah, sure he got this, bro.
What a rush!
Bro, what is all this shit? No, I've seen that. I've seen that. That's the season 2. Okay. Woo!
That all you got? Domain expansion.
That's forever. He forever got one of the craziest domains. When he did a shit inside of him.
I can read your soul. You're just a scared little boy whose daddy was mean and wants to make it everyone else's problem. Grow up.
Lose it. He's funny, dude.
Hands off my masterpiece.
Oh, the domain expansion
I
failed?
felt your soul too. You only hate humanity because you were born that way. Totally random. I hate them for a reason. You grow up.
I just felt like he had more power.
What did I say, Wiz?
I forgot
Like
Mahito
a
could do
bitch.
those.
With their complex power sets, this match was a puzzle
not
to
saying
figure
it's
out, which is why we're breaking it down into 3
Fuck
categories:
him.
physical
Every
stats,
single word, bro.
survivability, and their powers.
But first, let's address one thing. Could Shigaraki even see Mahito? He's an invisible curse after all.
Cursed energy and quirks are notably different, and Shigaraki wouldn't be able to see curses normally. However, even regular humans can spontaneously develop the ability to see curses in life and death scenarios. And with the Surge quirk, Shigaraki would have had no problem tracking it.
So seeing Mahito wouldn't have been an issue. With that out of the way, we can jump into their stats.
This was no contest.
Yeah.
Despite the disaster curses being able to destroy entire cities with their cursed energy,
Before I even open this, that's hard. Before I even open this video up, I just felt like Shigaraki was just on another level. Like, the nigga got one for all and decay and, like, so much shit. You feel me? And then he got an upgrade. Like, I mean, what the upgrade was. No, he got an upgrade in his body before the one for all, didn't he? Some shit, bro. This nigga is just up there. And Mahito is just Mahito. It's just, we want to see him get his ass beat type shit.
Shigaraki scaling to Deku and Bakugo meant he was calculably millions of times stronger.
He was
Yeah.
faster too,
Yeah.
considering he could react to light beams,
Bro.
while Mahito's Black Flash capped out at nearly 1,000 times the speed of sound. Nothing to scoff at, but Shiggy was thousands of times faster. Shigaraki takes stats.
But survivability was a little trickier to figure out.
Yep, in terms of raw durability, Shigaraki was a lot tougher, and his ability to generate new flesh meant that he could heal any wounds he might receive super easy.
However, Mahito is a curse and is
Same,
immune to the
any-
kind of
either one of
overwhelming
these,
physical
like,
damage
anybody
Shigaraki
that
could
seems
dish
like
out.
either one of
Not
these
only
type of
that,
niggas in real
Mahito's
life will-
regenerative ability via idle transfiguration meant that he'd come back from anything short of spiritual
fuck.
damage.
Considering Mahito's unique curse body, he should actually get the edge in survivability.
Which presents a crucial question. Could Shigaraki even kill a curse like Mahito in the first place?
Or would Mahito's unkillability give him the time he needed to eventually put Shiggy down with idle transfiguration?
It all comes down to their powers.
Shigaraki had a
This
lot
was-
more
this was
variety
good.
with all of the crazy quirks All For One had collected over all the years, but none that we know of could properly kill a curse. That didn't mean idle transfiguration was a surefire bet either, though.
Of all things, Shigaraki's vestiges served as a spiritual shield from the the effects of idol transfiguration. The fact that Mahito could not avoid targeting Sukuna while attacking Yuji meant that he couldn't target specific souls inside a person.
And Shiggy has hundreds of soul-like entities inside of him. Sure, each one down means he loses a quirk, but that's more than enough time to land a single hit with Decay, especially considering how much faster Shiggy is.
And Mahito has no way to defend against Shigaraki's primary quirk. Decay has affected spiritual beings in the past. Again, vestiges. In fact, he was able to damage Deku's vestige and have that damage
what the
transferred to the
fuck
Deku.
are you talking about? Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Hopefully My Hero Academia isn't returning for a while so that shit can leave my fucking mind. This was Shigaraki versus Mahito, My Hero Academia versus Jujutsu Kaisen Death Battle.